It's that time again. Time for some real talk about real issues to enhance your real life. Whatever you think, whatever you know, whatever you feel, Tanya doesn't mind talking about it. Get ready for some real talk that is always rated R, because Talk with Tanya has got to be relevant. Talk with Tanya has got to be refreshing. But most importantly, Talk with Tanya has got to be real. Tune in right now for Real Talk with Tanya White.
Hello. Happy October 7th. We're in the last quarter of 2025. I cannot believe it. It is just January to me, but we're in October. And today our whole theme is how to have an outstanding October. We have outstanding guests, and my girl Lucy is back today. You saw her when we were with the Today's Most Admired Women nominations, but now she comes back to the show as a champion and a whole lot of other stuff. Before we dive in, I want to thank our October show sponsors, the Wise Men, the mentoring group that helps organizations and youth around the Southern Indiana and Louisville area. So thank you, big ups to the Wise Men for sponsoring the show. Now, let's get some talk with our girl, Lucy. Lucy, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me. It's always wonderful to talk to you.
I know. I adopted you the first time. I said, Lucy is my niece. And so we're just going to have some auntie niece talk. Now, Lucy, when you was here before, we was talking about the nomination.
I know.
And since then, we the awards, the gala, and you took home the championship trophy, did you not?
Yes, I did. Thank you so much. It's such a huge honor, and I still can't get over the fact that I actually won, especially because I already felt like a winner before I won, just being placed in a category with such extraordinary women paving the way for people in the nonprofit industry in Kentucky. Mm-hmm. So I already felt like a winner, but it feels sweet to have the title too, I guess.
Yes, I was screaming. I wasn't able to attend, but I was screaming when I saw the pictures that you won. Take us back to that moment when they called your name.
Oh my God. So I took my mom as my date because she's my best friend. And when we were sitting there were some people that were winning who weren't attending, like you. Mm-hmm. And whenever they announced somebody who wasn't there and there was somebody to accept the award on their behalf, she was like, "Oh, they totally told all the winners before, so you didn't win." Like my mom, like we're sitting there and my mom is feeding me all of this stuff about like I didn't win. So we're just sitting there like, okay, it's fine. Like I had a good time. It doesn't matter. So we were shocked when I won because my mom, who, don't get me wrong, she's like my best friend, my biggest cheerleader, but also someone who keeps it real with me. Yeah. She was the one trying to let me down easy and be like, I don't think we got this. And then we ended up having it. So it was a lot of shock. And then also I feel bad that I can't plug them, but this delicious barbecue from somewhere else in Kentucky. And I was wearing a white baby doll dress and I spilled barbecue sauce on it.
Oh, that means it's good barbecue.
Yeah, I know. When it's messy. So I'm like going up to accept my award in shock. And I'm telling the people up there, please don't get my barbecue sauce in the shot.
Wow. Listen, I'm glad that you won. So life after the awards has been whirlwind for you. Catch us up on the Lucy life.
Okay, so I knew about 2 years ago that I would be leaving Louisville Girls Leadership, the nonprofit that I work for, because I got into law school. And so my plan, sadly, was to slowly phase out of Louisville Girls Leadership this summer to attend law school for reproductive justice in Washington, D.C. in August. But then I got news that the Fullbright that I applied for, which is an international foreign exchange grant, I found out that I got it. So I have the opportunity to be an English teaching assistant in Thailand for a year. So as soon as I got that, I immediately deferred law school for a year. So I'll be starting that in August of 2026. And it was crazy. I found out like a few days after the Most Admired Woman thing that I was going to Thailand. So I leave September 19th, and I'll be teaching in this beautiful coastal town in southern Thailand on the border of Malaysia. And it's just the most surreal, exciting thing.
Oh my God. Listen, Lucy, I'm going to live vicariously through you because I know you're going to be posting. But listen, okay, so you're a planner. You said, I'm going to law school. You already knew 2 years in you was going to law school. And then this blessing comes out of the blue.
I know.
Thailand, Fullbright. Oh my God. First of all, it takes courage to even think about, applying and, let me apply. They can say yes or no.
Yeah, there's no harm in applying. The worst thing they can say is no. Exactly.
And so when you are applying for this, it's like I said, it takes courage to apply for anything. We all hope that we're going to get it. But what are you thinking as you're applying?
I am overthinking is what I'm doing. I am going through every single personal statement of grant purpose, my recommendations over and over again, making sure my application is flawless. I did a reproductive health, public health field study in India for 5 months, August to December 2023, which was how I kind of got Fullbright on my radar because it changed my life. Yeah. Immersing myself in another country and a culture completely different from my own. Mm-hmm. So ever since then, I've been craving an experience like that again. So I was like, what's a cool avenue to explore reproductive health in another country for free and to challenge myself for doing it for a longer period of time. So I worked my butt off on my application in June of 2024. And then I found out in basically June of 2025 that I got it. So it was a long process of a lot of editing, redoing, doing it again, on top of applying to 15 law schools and studying for the LSAT and running a nonprofit. Like it was a lot, but I must have done something right because
yes, you did.
I got it. So I'm super excited. I can't stop obsessing over it. And
when you told me, I was like, oh my God. And so we hear about it. We know people apply, but we don't know. Most of us don't know people who apply and get it. And so how are your family and friends taking in your blessed opportunity? Because it's a blessing to them too.
Yeah. So at first my dad was so against it. He was like, the farther you get away from school, the harder it is to jump back into it. Is this really the smartest move for you? But it's because he didn't realize how big of a deal Fullbright is. And so once I got it and went public with it, and he had colleagues and friends and family members reaching out to him and being like, excuse my language, but holy shit. Lucy got that. That's a huge deal. He came
thank you, Lucy, because that's what I said when you did. I was like, holy shit, I know somebody got the Fullbright.
Yeah, so he apologized to me. and now he's very excited for me. Of course, he's going through like the dad protective motions. Yeah. But he's super excited. My mom and my family and my friends know that this is something that I wanted really bad. So as much as they're kind of having like anticipatory grief of me leaving and exiting this chapter in my life, they're so happy for me and they know it's going to be incredible. But it's interesting that I love that you were very enthusiastic and excited for me, because a lot of the feedback that I get is, you're so brave, or I could never do that.
Oh, wow.
So it's really interesting to hear. Like, I appreciate you saying like it's brave to even just apply, because I've had to come to terms with it with myself, of when I interact with other people and I talk about it, that this isn't a normal thing that everyday people do, that I'm really stepping outside of a comfort zone and going on a self-discovery journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going in scared but brave.
Scared but brave. Lucy, let me tell you something. That will be when you reach or receive something that most people only hear about, and I'm not even gonna say dream about, because most people don't dream about that, but hear about, and they hear about things such as the Fullbright, and they know it's awesome. They don't know how to react, because they come to you and say, "Oh, I can never do that." They're telling the truth, but you were assigned to do this and to get this, and it's a part of your inspirational journey as you continue to expand and be an inspiration not only to the girls of leadership, the organization that you ran, but at big little girls like me, because I'm gonna be puffing you up. I'm like, yes, Lucy, my niece from today's woman is a Fullbright Scholar, and trust me, as you go and you experience and you share your experience. First of all, your dad and mom, they're like, yeah, my daughter's a Fullbright. She's a Fullbright Scholarship in Thailand. They were telling all that. But it's such an amazing once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Once in a lifetime, yeah.
You take it all in, because it is a stepping stone to other opportunities that are being created for you right now. Yeah. So after you come back, you can just step into them, because you will have another level of courage, another level of knowledge, another level of experience that nobody has. So I applaud you. I'm excited for you. Oh my God. And you're going to be teaching. Education is my passion.
Yeah. I'm going to be placed in an adorable school teaching 7th through 12th graders.
Oh.
And I've never taught English before. I created the curriculum for Louisville Girls Leadership, but I didn't actually do the teaching. So I'm excited to try something new. I just, not to continue with all the cliches, but growth really comes from when you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and pressure makes diamonds. I've never lived alone before, and I'm about to live on the other side of the world by myself, where the time difference is like 11 hours.
Oh my goodness.
So completely away from my support system and everything I've ever known, but I'm ready to embrace change, and I'm ready to do something different, to not just figure out more about myself, but also to help others. So I'm very excited.
Listen, you are going to be living everything that you taught in Louisville Girls Leadership. Leaders take risk. Leaders dare to do something different, so they can experience differences and then share it with others. There are other little girls who it might not be Fullbright, it may be something else. And you're going to have to encourage them to, first of all, have the courage to even apply. Some people you're going to have to say, have the courage to even think about applying. Yeah. And you're going to be the model of what can happen when you dare to be different, dare to take risks. And that's what leaders do. Now, as you are stepping into, I care to say, let me go on my Disney, a whole new world.
Yeah.
You're literally a whole new world. What are 2 things that you say, I hope that this experience brings me these 2 things?
Oh,
I know, Lucy.
Damn, you're hitting with tough questions. Okay, I hope this experience brings me a newfound sense of confidence in my capabilities and what I can accomplish by myself. You know, like I'm hoping to find that self-sufficiency and power within myself to be independent and advocate for myself in a new environment where I'll be by myself. And then I'm just hoping for can you tell me the question one more time?
Yes. 2 things that you are hoping that this experience brings you. Like at the end of it, at the end of it, when you're done, you hope that you have a newfound confidence. And what is another thing you hoping that Lucy has?
I'm just hoping for more open-mindedness.
Yes.
Like that's something that I already consider myself open-minded, but it's something that really comes from putting yourself in uncomfortable situations and having to deal with when situations don't go your way and how to
Yes.
adapt and going into cultures completely different from my own. So just I want to be able to come out of it saying that I was as open-minded, did everything I could, went with the flow of things while also stepping to the beat of my own drum, and I guess found also a newfound sense of resiliency of being able to bounce back from weird or uncomfortable or new situations.
That is so freaking good. Let me tell you something. Lucy, you are like miles, years, decades ahead of most people at your age. And everything you said is going to come true. Okay.
Thank you.
And like the sky is not the limit. Your life is limitless because you already know putting yourself, and you keep saying uncomfortable situations. So I can already tell that you are comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
How can you encourage people? Because that's what stops people from moving from good to great. They're comfortable in their comfortness and they don't want to be uncomfortable. How can you encourage people to be comfortable with being uncomfortable?
Find things that excite you. And just those things that keep you up at night that, I've been having these moments of when I've been reminiscing this time in my life, like this chapter with LGL and living at home with my parents, and I'll be laying in bed and I'll think, oh my God, this is the most comfortable I'll ever be in my life. Like under my parents' roof, in my own little bed at home that's luxurious and comfortable. And it's about reimagining what you can handle and what that level of comfortability is, and just getting creative, thinking outside of the box and going for it. I was like, how can I travel for free and immerse myself in a culture? And so
that's the most important thing. Travel for free.
Like I'm realizing how expensive it is to travel to that side of the world. And I'm feeling so incredibly honored and privileged that I have the opportunity to do it in the way that I do. And statistics just came out for my class and only 14% got the Fullbright. So I'm feeling incredibly honored and very, very privileged.
This is Lucy year, the year of Lucy.
The year of Lucy. And it's nice to have before law school, where law school will be my life. I'll be thrown into classes and books and studies. I've been working in a very fulfilling but very big job for over a year while studying for the LSAT, applying to law schools, applying to Fullbright, that I'm ready to just have a year to myself to enjoy and to do something that fuels my soul.
Oh, Lucy, fuels your soul. That is a maturity beyond your years. Fuels your soul, because I love what you said. When you are immersed in another culture, and you go back to the open-mindedness that you said you hope you have. When you're in law school, you're going to have a very unique, it's not even going to be different. It's going to be a unique perspective, approach to your studies, which is not going to be just for that state, just for the United States. You're going to have a global perspective. And that is why you have been blessed with this opportunity. Now, you're going to be in Fullbright for a year, right? Thailand for a year?
For a year.
Now, Lucy, I know we're not supposed to ask women this, but you're young. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24, Lucy, let me tell you something. 24, I can't even remember if I knew what I wanted to do at 24. But that's why you're so beyond your years. 24. You're 24 now. What do you want 30-year-old Lucy to be based on what 24-year-old Lucy is preparing for?
I want to be able to say that I did everything that I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to say that I want to be able to say that I lived, and I lived for myself.
Yes.
Because I feel like as you get older and as you take on the responsibility of partners and children, it becomes a lot harder to live for yourself and to do all the things that you want to do as like other commitments come up. So I just thought to myself, when am I going to have another opportunity to do something like this again?
Yes.
And I think that that's a way that I want to live through my 20s, of just doing things and living for myself and trying different things, broadening my horizons, making mistakes and picking my ass up and trying again.
That's right.
And I know that you said that it is mature of me to have like set goals and things that I want in life, which I do pride myself in my ambition and all the things that I want to accomplish. But at the same time, I think the reason why I accomplish these things is because I go into it knowing I come from a family that taught me that the worst thing someone can say to you is no. There's no harm in trying something. And I can always change my mind. You know, like I could go to Thailand and realize, oh shit, this is what I want to do. And realize maybe I don't want to go to law school. So even though I have this, so that's why like when I think of when I'm 30, I'm not thinking of like professional goals. I'm thinking of Lucy goals, because those professional goals can change. There's so much room in life to get creative. Like I took a semester off of college to work for Amy McGrath's U.S. Senate campaign.
Oh my God.
And to live for myself. And then instead of, even though I could have graduated with the rest of my class, I held off on 1 credit so I could study abroad in India. So it's all about, and it was like this 1 credit that I could do online. So it's all about like, I just want to say that I got creative and did everything that I wanted to do in that moment.
And that is why you are today's, tomorrow's woman as well. Because I heard you say you want to do everything. Lucy goes. I love that. Lucy goes. Because when you are centered in who you are, whatever you do is going to be successful because you're centered in who you are.
Exactly. And I'm excited. Like right now I want to do reproductive justice and policy in the United States, because growing up in Kentucky, where over 76 out of 120 women don't have access to a gynecologist, made me very passionate about that. And being in a state where with the highest maternal mortality rate, and don't even get me started on Black women. But maybe going to Thailand, I'll be like, wait a second, maybe I want to fight international domestic and gender-based violence and fight against genital mutilation and work for the UN Women, you know? So I'm excited to also see like how this experience could change my trajectory that I think I have for myself right now.
Absolutely.
And I like what you said about Louisville Girls Leadership and me setting a good example for them, because I've tried to take them along in this journey with me as much as possible. Like when I got called, because I want them to feel proud of themselves and excited for their accomplishments. So I try to lead by example. So after every meeting, I would tell the girls, like, share something you're proud of about yourself, or shout yourself out in something cool that you're doing. And I would always participate and say like, hey, I heard from this law school, or hey, I'm a finalist for Fullbright. So I can kind of practice what I preach and show them how it's never too late to do things that are exciting and that you can get creative with your life. So thank you.
I love that.
So thank you for looping LGL back into this, because that is how I got Most Admired Woman and why I am the way I am.
Yes. And who knows? Maybe you'll create a Thailand Girls Leadership. Who knows? Everything that you are and what you have accomplished are transferable skills. And so you are, like I say, a today's and tomorrow's woman. You are a new breed of young women who not only develop others, but as you develop others, you are continuously developing yourself. And I love that. I think that's why I connected with you, because that's something, you know, when you are on the self-development journey, and you're like, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. This is what I want. This is what is contagious, why people are drawn to you. And
Thank you.
so I love that, Lucy. I'm listening.
Thank you.
You've got to share and share. For the next year, we will be on a Thailand journey with Lucy. Okay?
Please. If you, the time difference is going to make things a little tricky, but I would love to talk to you and update you on what's going on, especially because I do not have any experience as an educator. It might be nice to talk to a fellow educator to give me some ideas I might have not thought of, hold me down, reassure me if the class is a little rowdy, you know, like I might need those teacher educator tips from you. Like we can help each other.
Absolutely. I'm going to give you a couple right now. And this is not theory. This is just life. And you already do them. First of all,
I'm taking notes.
Yes. First of all, the key to being a successful educator is to connect with your students. Connect on the big and the small things. And the smallest thing that I learned how to connect with students is a smile and how are you doing? What's your name? Okay. When you connect with them, it starts building trust. And when they trust you, they're going to be attentive to you in the classroom. Okay.
Incredible.
Yes. And then after you connect, you remember you have standards and expectations. And so you're going to correct them in love and they're going to do it. But also learn the instruction. They're there to learn. No matter how they act, Lucy, they really want to learn. Okay. So find out how they learn. Okay. And then be innovative. Like I said, you're going to take you're really already been teaching through Louisville Girls Leadership. Now it's just in a consistent classroom. But take everything that you did in Louisville Girls Leadership, the being you, the connected, and really being passionate and optimistic about not only their future, but your future and sharing. That's how students really succeed. And that's 25 years. When I first went in education, I didn't have a teacher license. I wanted to be a human resource trainer, Lucy, and that was just something I wanted to do. And then I had a principal say, "No, I need you to go back and get your teacher certification." I said, "Huh?" He's like, "No, you're good." I was like, "Huh?" But I was just myself, and you just being yourself and really being passionate and knowing and giving people awareness and experience of things that they have not, that goes a long way. So you're going to be phenomenal.
Thank you. Yeah, I just keep telling myself, even if I don't know the nitpicky grammar rules yet and how to actually teach, what I do have is empathy and understanding. And I know what it takes to be a great teacher because I've had exceptional teachers who have shaped me into who I am today. And then also just coming with the empathy and understanding of, I know how daunting and scary it can be to learn a new language and using that to push forward how I teach. And also helping them see it as something cool and exciting and as a way to connect with the rest of the world instead of just for a grade.
You got it. And see, embody those teachers who you loved. That's what I did when I first. I was like, "Ooh, now I know what Miss Dallin meant. I know why she did it." Embody all your favorite teachers, and Lucy Fayette. Like I say, Tanya Fayette everything, but Lucy Fayette, and you're gonna be exceptional. Anytime you need, you can just inbox me, email me, say, "Tanya, look, I just need to vent. I don't think I'm doing it." I'm here for you, Lucy.
I will definitely take you up on that. Thank you.
Because I never sleep. And when I do sleep, I pop up and then I go back to sleep. Because I'm a creative. I'm always in a creative mind, so I never sleep.
Yeah.
Lucy, I am so proud of you. I know your parents, friends, Leadership Louisville. So proud of you. Before we go, we got to do the 5 fun facts again. Okay?
Ooh, 5 fun facts?
Yes, it's going to come out of the blue, Lucy. Like I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite movie that calms you? And you like, it takes you into Lucy land.
Oh, that's a good one. Is that one of the 5?
Yeah.
Or are you going to do a different one?
No, that's one of the 5.
Ooh, okay. I love the movie Aquamarine.
Okay.
It just, have you seen it?
No. I've heard of it though.
Watch it. It's one of my favorite childhood feel-good movies that I can turn on at any time. never skip it any point in my life. And it just calms me and makes me laugh. And it's just a feel good, like silly mermaid movie.
So, silly mermaid. Okay, so you're going to take that when you're in Thailand. You're going to turn that aquamarine on. All right. Your favorite book that you've read for fun?
Ever?
Well, in the last, 2 years or whenever?
Oh my God. I loved The Secret History by Donna Tartt.
Okay. The Secret
That was a book that changed my life because what they do is they hit you with the biggest part of the book at the beginning.
Oh, wow.
Like in the first chapter. And I think that's crazy that you're like, wait a second, they just told me something huge. And the way that a book still keeps your interest after you learn the big thing and has you asking more questions and debating the motives and intentions of characters. And really, I love a book that gets your brain thinking. Yeah. And then also All the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Bryn Greenwood.
Okay.
Oh my God. That's a book that'll make you question your morals,
okay.
which I think is a really cool thing for an author to be able to do, the way that they write, and it makes you question what you think and what you know and empathize with people that you usually wouldn't.
Oh wow, that is a masterpiece.
I'm gonna text it to you so
yes,
you like
text
remember it because
yes,
it's really and it's a quick read.
That sounds like a good book club for my students.
Oh my. Might be a little mature for the students depending on how old they are.
I teach at adult high school, so 16 and
done.
Up. Yeah.
You will have so many conversations.
I love it.
It's like a risky book, but really good.
Okay, I love it. Now, favorite snack when you're reading or watching your favorite movie? What do you love to eat?
Salt. Crunchy salt. Literally, I am not a sweet tooth person. Anything salty, get me chips, get me potato chips and onion dip, get me cheese and crackers. Anything salty and crunchy.
Salty and crunchy.
Yeah.
Now, what is your favorite vacation spot that's on your bucket list that you haven't visited? You like? Ooh.
Oh, I know this. This is incredible. So, my middle name is Moorea. Okay. Moorea. Yeah. And it's an island in Tahiti where my parents went on their honeymoon and they said it was the most beautiful place they've ever seen. So my bucket list is to go to where my namesake is from. So Moorea is an island in Tahiti.
Moorea, that is wonderful. Now, if you could meet and have an hour powwow with anybody that you admire outside of your family and friends, who would that be?
Do they have to be alive?
No.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yes. Why did I think you was gonna say that, Lucy? RGB.
I'm a Jewish woman trying to make the way in law and really use my power and my voice and my privilege for good. And I feel like she's somebody who really did that, spoke truth to power, and was very unapologetically herself. And so I would love to sit with that strong, incredible, independent, ambitious woman.
RGB until the very end.
Yeah. She
was speaking truth to power and being her authentic, wonderful, fabulous, historical, legendary self. I love it.
And the way that she would communicate across the aisle.
Yes.
Like she was so headstrong in her views, yet she knew how to compromise and learn from people completely different from her and have those scary conversations. And I think that's something that we need now more than ever.
Absolutely. And it goes back to what you said, open-mindedness. Because you got to be open-minded. Even though you know and you have your opinions, you have to be open-minded. And that's something that's a skill that we need to be teaching in schools. Open-mindedness and how to have your morals and have your beliefs, but still accept. I think not every relationship, family, professional, governmental, will be better off if we just learn that skill. And that is like a skill that it really goes back to that book you said, question your morals. Because when you question yourself and reflect on the why you believe and who told you, it makes every difference in the world. Lucy, oh my God. You have an auntie for life, today's woman aunt.
Aww.
I am so proud of you. I'm going to be following you Give us, even though you're gonna be in Thailand, how can people stay connected with you on social media? Are you gonna be able to have your social media over there?
Yes. So I'm not a TikTok person. I'm just like, I don't need another app to get addicted to. But everyone is saying that I should make a TikTok to like document my travels. So once I have that, I'll let you know. You can follow me on Instagram, Lucy Morea, LucyMoorea. You can follow me on Facebook, Lucy Calderon. But my favorite is LinkedIn. Like,
LinkedIn.
love LinkedIn. So if you look
Yes.
up Lucy Calderon on LinkedIn and find me, that's where I'll be sharing my journey too.
Oh, I'm going to follow you. Lucy's journey in Thailand. Listen, much success. So proud of you. Real talk. Share this. Re-listen to this. Lucy is going to be with us for next year. Well, it's just email or just mention her on the show.
So I will be here. You know, I can't leave my new auntie.
That's right. That's right. I'm so proud of you, Lucy. And when you get back, we're going to have a follow-up.
Let's do it.
Of your experience. Thank you so much for being on the show. Real talk. Follow
Thank
her.
you for having me.
Support her. Re-listen to this and be inspired by Lucy at just 24 and all that she's done in Louisville Girls Leadership. Did I get it right?
Louisville Girls Leadership. You got it.
Louisville Girls Leadership. Today's woman winner and everything. Fullbright. Now Fullbright scholar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all that she's doing. Listen, as I always say, until next time, love your life, live your life, and most importantly, laugh through